COVID came and took 2 years from our lives, and we were all tired. I was, you were, we wanted to get back to living our normal lives. And thankfully, we are alive, healthy, and healthy, and ready to live our best lives. But here comes recession.
Hola, 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 hola.
So apparently we're in a period, it's called the recession period. For those that are millennials, Gen Zs, young people generally, you probably don't know what recession is because you've never really experienced one. The last recession we had was in 2008. And at that time, you were still pretty much younger and most likely financially dependent on, parents had to pay the bills, so you cared less about finances. But now you're more grown up, financially, most likely financially independent and more accountable for your expenses. I'm of the mindset of abundance. I'm of the mindset of not just surviving, in this corner, we don't just survive, we thrive. But this is a period where you need to be more practical, where you need to understand the trends of things and make better financial decisions. Now, before we talk about money, because this is what this video is about, money. If you're new to the channel, you're welcome. This is Tinuola. I'm a Nigerian lifestyle content creator based in Ontario, Canada, and I share great contents. So if your subscribe button is still showing red, please click that subscribe button down below and the notification bell beside it. If you are a returning subscriber, hi friends, welcome back. All right guys, so let's talk about the money aspect of this whole thing. What you should be doing in this period is obviously saving money. You want to be financially prudent. Now, for you to do so, you are either earning more money and spending less. So spend less, earn more money. How can you do that? When it comes to saving money, we're talking about 10 to 40% of your income. That's what you should be saving, right? But we need to talk more about spending less and, how to make more money. Now, we are not in a very bad state. No, people are still predicting that recession could get worse in 2023, next year. But we still have a couple of months. And even though we know we are currently in one, it's still not that bad. And you can make good decisions for yourself. This is the aftermath of COVID-19. We can see how the economy is doing. Russia, Canada didn't help either. Inflation is up right there in the sky. Prices of gas is up. Food prices are up. House interest rate is up, so house prices are coming down. So a lot of things are happening in this period, but what should you do? Now, the first thing you want to do is to calm down. Yes, my friends. See, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just like you, an everyday girl, guy, living their best lives, okay? Making the best decisions. This is a lifestyle channel. It's very important for you to be patient. It's very important for you to be chill and monitor things and not make drastic financial decisions. So for example, due to the stocks market crashing these days, I noticed that my TFSA was going down. So the immediate thing that would come to my mind, obviously, is to freak out. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take out my money. Luckily for me, I'm more of the moderate to low risk TFSA. So I didn't really lose so much money. And in the first place, it's not like I had so much money there anyway. But I still wanted to take out the little money I had. My financial advisor advised not to do so because you know what she said? When the market starts going back up, your shares will go back, right? I thought about that and I'm like, okay, let's see how things go. I didn't take out the money. I studied the market. My TFSA started coming back up and then it went back down. So what I'm trying to say here is there's so much fluctuation in the markets. It's not the best time to invest in certain things. If you have certain investments, maybe chill before you take out the money. Obviously, if things are getting bad, maybe the best thing to do would be to just take out what's left and count your loss. But what I decided to do in this case was to still leave my money there, and I'm hoping the market bounces back up so I'm able to get my shares up again. This is the period to calm down and educate yourself financially. If you are not very good with numbers, you don't know what's out there when it comes to money, get good advice from professionals. Really, it matters. Now, the other thing that I've had to do is to cut down on my spending. I used to live in downtown Toronto, and I got a job 1 hour 30 minutes away from downtown Toronto. I was cool with it up until gas prices started going up. So as gas prices started going up, I noticed that I was paying about $45 every time I had to go to work. It was not making any sense. Even time-wise, it wasn't efficient, and you guys know that time is money. When I thought about that, the decision for me was to either quit the job or move. Because we are in recession, it's not very advisable to quit a relatively good paying job, convenient job for you. I'm usually kind of like, I want to be financially independent. I don't want to have a 9 to 5, blah, blah, blah. But this period is a period where you might want to keep your 9 to 5, especially if it's still relatively okay, because you need that security at the moment. I decided to keep my 9 to 5 and move out of Toronto downtown. Now, if you guys know Toronto downtown is expensive. I was paying $1,750 for a studio apartment. It was a condo, but now I'm in a place where I'm paying much less than that for a 1-bedroom apartment. Much better. So, and I'm not so far away from Toronto. I'm like 1 hour away from Toronto, so I'm still able to connect to my family and friends there, and I'm 30 minutes away from my work now. So I'm able to cut down on gas by moving. So if you guys have to move to be able to cut down on certain expenses, please do so. Okay? Try to tailor your decision to your current situation. I had to tailor my decision of moving to a cheaper place, a more convenient place for me, which was more time efficient at the same time. The other thing I've had to do in this period is to be more credit card prudent. When it comes to credit card, especially if you're an immigrant and you were not born in this system, you might not understand certain things. But this is a time to really know how you're using your cards, especially understand your interest rates, pay your credit card on time. You cannot do without using your credit card because you need to build your credit card history, right? But you can use it wisely. So don't spend too much just because you think you have the money. Except you're from a filthy wealthy family. So let me give you guys an instance. In Canada here, we have a popular credit card company called PC Financial. For PC Financial, they have certain stores that are affiliated with them where you buy things from those stores, they give you points. Now, these points are in dollars, right? They convert to Canadian dollars, which means you get points to buy free things by using your card in certain stores. So when I buy my gas, instead of buying gas from any random gas station that I find, I would go to the gas stations that are affiliated with my card to ensure I get points from there. So I started doing that and I realized that, oh my gosh, I'm having like $100 free money. I'm having like $150 free money. And guess what? I used that money in another store that is affiliated with a credit card. So I would go to a grocery store that I can use my points in. And I realized I'm getting food for free. You have to be able to understand how your credit card works and maximize your credit card. Another way for you to spend less is to cut down on certain expenses like subscriptions. There are certain subscriptions you do not really need. For example, I've had to cut down on Netflix. Netflix of recent has been making a lot of movies that I personally do not like to watch. So I decided to cut down on them and go for other subscriptions, few other subscriptions that I really, really need. Need to check some monthly expenses that you're making and cut down on them. This is not the best time to buy iPhone 14. No shades on Apple, no shades on iPhone. I love luxury, I love good phones. I use an Apple phone myself, but it's not the best time to just upgrade your iPhone because you feel like you want to use the latest phone. It's also not the best time to start going for the most luxurious vacations because you feel like you want to look good on the gram. If you need to go for a vacation, go for something more economically friendly. And friends, can we just normalize repeating clothes on Instagram? This is not the best time to start buying clothes over and over and over again just because you don't want your friend to say, girl, why are you wearing that clothes several times? Hello, it's okay for you to wear a cloth once or twice or 3 times on Instagram. Nobody is policing you, except you're a fashion blogger, vlogger, and obviously we would understand if you're constantly changing your wardrobe. What I'm trying to say in short is to cut down on the short-term gratification and try to save up more money. I know for women, we like to shop a lot. And one of the things we shop frequently for are groceries. Now, this is a time for you to be smarter with your grocery shopping. One of the ways I was able to do that is I found out about a farmer's market close to me, and there I was able to buy tomatoes of like a basket full of tomatoes and red pepper for about $20. Guys, if I'm going to buy this in the store, it's going to be a lot of money. But I was able to buy certain fruits and vegetables at a very cheap amount of money from the farmer's market, and they were completely fresh. See ways in which you can cut down on your expenses, even with your groceries. That way you're still able to eat quality food, you're still able to live your best life, enjoy yourself without going broke. There's this app we use here in Canada called Flip app that I learned about. It helps you monitor food prices on discount. So that's another app you can use if you want to get shrimps, chicken, this, that, eggs, milk, and you just go on the app, you see certain stores that have it on discount, and you're able to buy it at a less costly amount of money. So things like that are practical ways you can spend more money. If you need to go out with friends, you don't necessarily need to go to the most expensive restaurants for you to have fun. And you can even bring things back home, bring fun home by playing games at home, chilling at home. If you have to go out, go for a cup of coffee, tea, somewhere more affordable. No big deal, guys. Everybody understands the economy we are currently in. And the last part is making money. So how can you increase your For you to make more money, you need to learn new skills, right? Even if you have a 9-to-5, learning new skills can never be old-fashioned. You need to invest in yourself. There are lots of resources out there, free resources, paid resources. We talk about courses online, we talk about digital work. For example, I have a 9-to-5, but I'm doing content creation on the side because I absolutely love it. Even if I wasn't getting paid, I would still continue to do it. But I'm beginning to think about it more in the business line because I need to make money. One of the free ways you can support my content creation career is by clicking on the subscribe button. So please click on that subscribe button if it's still showing red. Your time is money. Invest in learning new skills. That can never go into waste. And the way I like to think about all of this is worst case scenario, okay guys, or best case scenario. After all this talk about recession, 2023 comes and the economy bounces back, a lot of people get richer after recession. You have a bunch of money stacked up in your account and you are waiting to use them. When you feel more confident about the next phase of your life, the next thing you want to get into in terms of building your wealth. Let's say you want to start a business. You can start a physical product business with few inventories, less capital. You could start a business rendering services. That's a good way to go about it. Or even a digital business, Things like that are some of the ways you can increase your money, your wealth. I know that there are so many other ways out there that are especially legit. We're only talking about legit things right here on this channel. If you have 1 or 2 tips on how to make more money, how you're preparing yourself for recession, how you're doing in this period, if you have 1 or 2 ways to save money, or you just want to say hi in the comment box, leave them all down below in the comment box. If you did enjoy this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much guys for watching. That's all for today's video and I will see you in the next. In the meantime, don't forget to keep your light shining. Love you guys. Bye.
Get the money.